Hey, I know I've already left a video comment with you, but I don't know why it somehow disappeared or something. I don't know if I might have deleted it or whatnot, but if I did, I'm sorry. But yeah, I just realized I received a comment back from you, so I thought I'd give you another piece of my puzzle. Um, so, homophobic parents really do need to realize that one's sexual orientation cannot be changed. Nobody chooses to be gay or straight. That's pretty much who we are. If you can choose to be straight, honestly, do you think that there would still be such a thing as homophobia? If it would be this tough of a struggle, which there really shouldn't be, do you really think that we would want to put ourselves through this battle for recognition and rights? Do you really think that we would bother wasting our time, our blood, and our tears for this? Do you really think that we would bother stressing ourselves over fighting for rights and being who we are? If any of you have any common sense at all, we wouldn't if it was a choice. But it's not. And who goes to say homosexual partners can't be loving just like the rest? Whether you're gay or straight, we still have a functioning heart. We can be just as loving as anybody else. And in fact, we're probably a lot more loving than a lot of the people out there. For me, I live in Toronto, and that's in Ontario, Canada, for those who don't know, because apparently there are more than one Torontos out there, which is really weird. And my boyfriend, you're probably going to call me crazy, but he lives right in the middle of the States, in Kansas. And that pretty much means we do long distance. And a lot of you are probably thinking I'm really stupid and I'm crazy for even bothering with long distance when I can just probably find somebody local, especially since Toronto has a fairly large gay population, supposedly said to house the third largest gay population in the world. But I have two answers for why I'm doing this, and the first reason is because I am completely sick of people in Toronto. Everybody has pretty much been with somebody one way or another. Everybody knows everybody. There's no way you can actually have your own personal life when everybody else is involved some way, and it really gets to me, and it bothers me. And that also goes for straight people too, because that happens everywhere. It's just I'm not really fond of living in an environment where my friends know my exes or they've been with them and whatnot, and it really bothers me. And I'm also not insinuating that homosexuals sleep around all the time. And I'm pretty sure everybody sleeps around all the time. I mean, sorry, not all the time, but they have at some point, or not necessarily everybody, but certain people have. And that homosexuals and heterosexuals and bisexuals were pretty much all in the same boat. But my second reason for why I'm doing this long distance is because I just can't say no to him. And just to let you know, my boyfriend's name is Justin, and he means absolutely the world to me. When I first met him online, and I'm not afraid to say that I met him online, something about his MySpace profile really appealed to me, and same with his pictures. Knowing the kind of person that he is, how sociable he is, I don't know, I just couldn't say no to him. And after the first month of chatting, I fully realized why. Even after the first couple of days, I realized why. But by the end of the first month, I realized I really can't let this one go. And so we just started dating, and we're only on our 6th month now. But for long distance, honestly, I'd say that's pretty good, especially considering the fact that a lot of people can't even keep a relationship going locally for more than like 2 to 3 months. I actually just got off the phone with him from an argument, and we always have arguments, and it's really frustrating and irritating and really depressing. And you people are probably thinking why I'm even bothering doing this still. But my answer is simply because I love him. I love him to death. I have never found anybody who held the key to my heart. It has never fit this perfectly. And after I met him in person, I fully understood why, because during my reading week, I went to visit him for 10 days, and those 10 days were honestly the best 10 days of my life. And I can't wait to go back. But another reason why we actually stay together even after all these fights is because we realize that all these long distance fights are because of the distance. And we know that the fights that we have would not occur if we were in person. And I'm pretty sure if we were in person we would have other fights as well, but definitely not like these. But I mean, any healthy couple goes through fights. Whether they be minor or major, they just help you grow. So I just want to prove to people that we really are loving people as well, and that we're not diseased as a lot of you people think we are. All these assumptions that we are diseased are based off sexual practices, and whether you're straight, gay, or bi, everybody has sex. So it doesn't go to say that gays have more sex than straight people do. So we're just as normal as everybody else. If I can say we're just as healthy, we're just as great of people. And if you really want me to say it, we're just as diseased as everybody else, because we are all in the same boat. And we both live lives in this world, and we all feed off each other. So, getting back on track, a lot of us struggle to be who we are because of stupid things. And these things meaning people who can't accept reality, people who can't accept diversity, people who can't accept equality. We stand up for ourselves because whether or not people like it, we exist. And we're not different than any other person out there. We're still human. And we still love who our hearts tell us to love, just like the rest of you. We all have 2 legs. We all have 2 arms. We all have a head on our shoulders. We're the same, aren't we? And Cruel Raspberry, not only are your partner's parents bigots, but everybody who can't accept reality, diversity, and equality are as well. And I'm sorry that I have to say this, but I can't even believe that we can't be given the rights everybody else does, and why we have to be discriminated against. And truthfully speaking, I really don't think that there should be a such thing as discrimination, because there really shouldn't be. But it is, and we're dealing with it. And that's why we're here, and we're at full throttle in our battle for rights, just like everybody else. So I really hope that one day people will realize that homosexuals, queers, gays, faggots, are still humans too. And that we deserve the same respect everybody else does. And that's my little spiel.